Good morning, New Canaan High School. I'm Eva Campbell.
And I'm Rob Frangione.
Coming to you live from the NCTV studio.
Today is Wednesday, November 8th, and a day H.
I'm so glad to be back here in the studio, especially for this broadcast. We have lots of fun and important things going on here at NCHS.
Yep, you're right. On today's show, we're going to update you guys on the underclassmen musical, purchasing Turkey Bowl tickets, and how to participate in NCHS's Grapefruit Drive.
Before we get into all that, please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
A few weeks ago, the underclassmen performed their fall play, All in the Timing. It was very successful, and the cast and crew did amazing. Congratulations to everyone involved. But wait, that's not all. The theater has another show in store for us this fall. The underclassmen are putting on a musical from the very popular movie Mean Girls. If you don't know what the movie's about, it's a story that follows Katie Heron, played by Serena Peterson, a homeschooled student who just moved from Africa and now has to adapt to the ins and outs of high school life. Throughout the show, you watch Katie develop her first real crush, defeat the Queen Bee, Regina George, and break down the social hierarchy. This well-known show is filled with laughs, revenge, and of course, some drama. NCTV's Bianca Formoso and Catherine Evans spoke to Frankie Lamoni, who plays Regina George, about the show and why you should all go see it.
So the show is based off of the movie, obviously, Mean Girls. So it's about three group of girls who are labeled the plastics, who kind of rule the school, and a new girl comes in. Her name's Katie Heron, and she tries to find her place in the school. So she doesn't know if she should become this popular group, or she should just stay with how she normally is, which is just stay on the down low. So it's a story about high school experience, about mean girls, about morals, ethics, all sorts of things. People should come and see it because it's just super fun, and I know a lot of people know the movie, so I think coming to see it, it's just such a fun, upbeat show. There's so many different themes in it. It's not just about, like, you know, this cliche idea of mean girls, and everyone is just super talented, and it's just a really great time. You can buy tickets. We are on Eventbrite, so if you go onto Eventbrite, you can either look up New Canaan High School Theater, and our page should pull up, or you can just look up Mean Girls, and it should pull up in your area.
The show opens next Thursday, November 16th at 7 p.m. and continues through Friday and Saturday, both shows also being at 7. Make sure to get tickets before they sell out. I can't wait to see it. Eva, will you be there supporting the theater department? It sounds really fetch.
Yes, of course I'll be there every night. But speaking of the Performing Arts Department, the 2023 NCHS Choir Annual Fundraiser has officially kicked off, and this means that many students may be asking you about purchasing a box of ruby red grapefruit from Texas Rio Grande Valley. Let's turn it over to NCTV's Catherine Evans to tell us about it.
Thanks, guys. As you can see behind me, the choir room is pretty empty right now, but in mid-December, it'll be filled to the brim with hundreds of boxes of grapefruits from the fundraiser. As odd as it may seem, this fundraiser has been a tradition in the New Canaan community for over 30 years. The sale is an easy way to donate to nearby food banks. Pickup day for the grapefruits is December 9th, so mark your calendars if you guys have bought them. The pre-order deadline is November 29th, and the rest is first come, first serve. That's all.
Thanks, Catherine. If you guys have any more questions, email Miss Gleason. I love grapefruit, so I will definitely be donating.
Last Thursday, the Astronomy Club and its instructor, Mr. Brenson, went to Waveney Park for a stargazing session. This was the first one in many years, and many different telescopes, including their new digital telescope, were used to view stars, planets, and other stellar phenomena. This club is open to all people interested in space exploration. The club hopes to have regular viewing sessions in the future, including presentations in the new planetarium, the Dome. If you are interested in joining the club or going on a future viewing session, contact Mr. Brenson.
Calling all artists, the deadline to submit your artwork to the fall art show titled Momentum Works in Motion is today at 2:30. Students can submit their work to Mrs. Penoyer, Mrs. Kaur, or Ms. Sinsky, and all types of visual media are accepted. I personally can't wait to see all the incredible student-made artwork. This show runs from November 15th all the way to February, so make sure to stop by in the main lobby to check out the work made by your fellow peers.
Attention football fans. The annual Turkey Bowl football game between New Canaan and Darien is coming up on Thursday the 23rd. This year, the game will take place at home right here at Dunning Stadium. Tickets for students will be available to purchase electronically through GoFan starting next noon on Monday the 13th. Each student will be able to purchase one ticket, and and that window will close at noon the following day. There are a limited number of tickets, so make sure that you act fast. The link can be found on the ncrams.com website for $10, and for more information, view the email that was sent to all of your school accounts. Make sure that you purchase your tickets so that you don't miss out on the Thanksgiving action.
As you guys all know, the Stuco bonfire was postponed due to all the rain on October 20th. However, it has now been rescheduled and the bonfire is going to be held on November 21st. Mark your calendars, it's going to be a lot of fun.
I know you've all been waiting to see how our Rams have been doing, especially with FCX and states being right around the corner. We have NCTV's John Frieders here to give us the update. John?
Thank you, Rob. And today, our Rams athletes have been crushing it through the playoffs so far. NCHS, what's up? I'm John Frieders, and here's your Rams sports report. Girls field hockey currently has an 11-6 record, sitting at 5th place in the FCX standings. Under the lights at Dunning last night, the girls took on Avon for the first round of states. Despite losing their last game in the first round of FCX, the girls came ready to annihilate their competition. The scoring started early and did not let up as they put up 6 goals in their 6-1 win. It was a team effort as 5 girls scored with goals from Izzy Shue, Izzy Apelt, Margot Stanley, Nora Moley, and Bridget Flateau. With a confidence boost and a big win, the girls look ahead to tomorrow where they travel to Pomprog for round 2 of states at 4 p.m. Good luck, girls. Girls cross country has been dominating recently as they win Class L's at states with key contributions from juniors Charlotte Moore and Rodea Releva. Charlotte placed 4th and Rodea finished in 11th, followed by Eliana Sevilla in 22nd. Elizabeth McLaughlin and Maddie Griner rounded out the top 5, and with all 5 girls in the top 30, they cruised to victory. Then on Monday, they went back to Wickham Park for state opens, and man, did they show up with all the state's top runners. Charlotte Moore placed 9th and led the team again. Contributions from Eliana Savelli, Rodea, and the rest of the team landed them as the 5th ranked team in the entire state. Our next stop is New England's, which is Saturday, November 25th. Depending on the results, they even have a chance to make it to Nike Cross Nationals, highlighting New Canaan on the national stage. Way to go, girls, and keep crushing it. Girls volleyball played with their season on the line against Richfield. It's a win-or-go-home game for the Rams against an evenly ranked and highly competitive Richfield team. NCTV was there, so let's roll the tape. It was not only the final regular season game for the girls, but it was also senior night. The Tigers started the game off hot by winning both the first and second set, 25-20 and 25-21. This was led by star hitter Jamie Wilkenlow, who helped by finishing off many points with powerful kills and dominant blocks. However, New Canaan didn't let the 2-0 deficit get to their heads as they constantly battled back with their season on the line. The Rams came roaring back with the third set, 25-21. Here's Helena Jan with a beautiful serve, extending the Rams' lead to 4. Here's another great point by Anna Verton, set up by Helena Jan and senior captain Alexandra Gelvin, tying the game. With Richfield needing only 1 set to win, New Canaan had the momentum in their hands. The Rams repeatedly clawed back with the quick feet of Mia Lockyer and big blocks from Anna Verton, Avril McHale, and Naomi Salami. This was countered by Jamie Wilkenlow and the strong Richfield defense. The game on the line, and the Tigers up 24-23. Emily Yee threw down the hammer with a powerful kill, which helped Richfield pull away in a hard-fought 4th set, winning 25-23, fortunately ending the Rams' season. Although the Rams lost the game, they have a bright future to look forward to next season. So good job, girls. Moving on to girls soccer, the girls tied 1-1 against Richfield and lost 5-0 against St. Joe's in a single elimination game during the first round of FCX. Monday was the girls' first round of states, and they absolutely destroyed Amity 3-0. The girls had an absolute turnaround compared to last season when they only had 4 wins. Reporter Eva Campbell spoke to the 2 of the captains to look at the reason why they have drastically improved.
I think our experience not making states and FCX last year kind of just made us really hungry this season, and we've been able to work together a lot better to succeed.
Yeah, exactly. I think we kind of had to change our mindset a little bit in the sense that we really had a lot to prove and a lot to work toward. So I think, yeah.
This was a must-see game that featured many highlight reel plays, but especially this strike from Sydney Patton early on in the second half, which put the Rams up 2-0. I was on the call with PJ Neville, so let's roll the tape.
Now Patton with it, taking it through the offensive zone. Nice move there by Patton, and deep shot. Scores! Oh my goodness, Sydney Patton with her second goal of the day, right over Stores. That was about 30 yards out. That play, 99% of the time you don't see that go in. She just tucked that inside. Top bins, as you would say.
What a strike there from the junior. This afternoon, the Rams are playing at 2 o'clock in the second round of states away against North Catholic. Good luck, girls. Now it's time for some quick hits so you can stay up to date on the rest of our Rams sports. Boys cross country look to build off their 6th place performance at FCX on Saturday. With brutal conditions and a key injury to star runner Jacob Kozar, they were just 2 points away from qualifying for state opens. Ryan Bollinger led the New Canaan team, finishing in 18th with Braden Barber in 20th and Spencer Payne in 26th. Despite not qualifying, they had an extremely successful season with major improvements from last year. Girls swim and dive ended the regular season with a record of 3-6. Girls just competed at FCX finals and placed 5th overall despite having 9 hours of pool time a week. On the diving side, the girls were near perfect with 1st and 4th place finishes from divers Emma Kelly and Julie Frangione. Girls now look back to a bigger stage as they get ready to compete in state opens, which they have a chance to make it to state finals and opens. Good luck, girls, and finish the season strong. Moving on to football. Nearing the Turkey Ball, football has continued its dominance in recent weeks as they beat Norwalk 51-8 and Bridgeport Central 42-6. Junior Alex Rusty stepped in for an injured Luke Robinson and has thrown 2 touchdowns and rushed for 4 touchdowns so far. Looking ahead, the Rams will take on McMahon at home for senior night, so everybody show up. That's all for sports today, and man, am I excited to continue watching our Rams sports throughout the playoffs. Make sure to go and support your Rams team as they play in all these big competitive games. Eva, Rob, back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, John. A lot of people are going to that game on Friday, so luckily for us, we have Charlie placed to tell us what the weather's like for this weekend. Charlie?
Thanks, Rob, but I'm sorry to say, despite some warm weather yesterday, it's back to late fall temperatures for us. Good morning, NCHS. I'm Charlie Place, here to give you the rest of this week's weather. This morning, we woke up to a chilly 37 degrees. Although it is going to warm up later this afternoon, where we can expect to see temperatures get up to a still quite brisk 49. Thursday isn't looking any better either, with a low of 41 and a high of 54, all topped off with some early morning rain. This weekend is looking to be similar, though. You can expect the sun to stay behind the clouds with a low of around 38 degrees and a high in the low 50s. So if you're going to the football game at 7, make sure to put on a few extra layers. The sun returns a little on Saturday, where we are going to see a high of 51 and a low of 34. Sunday continues this trend, staying partly cloudy with a high of 48 and a low of 42. We are definitely in fall now. That's all for this week's weather. Back to you, Eva.
Thanks, Charles. The weather may not be looking bright, but at least we get to celebrate today being National STEM Day. So make sure to have extra fun in your math and science classes. We'd also like to wish a very happy birthday to Matthew Doka, Tony Armandi, Peyton Mascarinas, Kira Morton, and Claire Oshia.
And before we go, don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at NCTV78, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, also at NCTV78.
We leave you now with a clip from the upperclassmen play, All in the Timing.
Have a great rest of your week, NCHS.
I know, it's like perfect.
A machine that's faultless and flawless and has none of our stupid human feelings and failings. The maypole is poetry, purity, a paragon, perfection cubed.
But do you like me? Like you like the Ocean IT-40? And aren't you the love of my life? You are.
Gosh, Mabel.
I'm sorry, but you're going to have to choose. Me or the machine? Earth or ocean?
Handkerchief? No, Mabel, come back!
Would you like a handkerchief?
Excuse me?
A handkerchief. It's immaculate, of course. We are a maypole.
I'm talking to an Ocean IT-40? This harrows me with wonder and fear. And your English is so good.
What maypoles do, we do perfectly.
Mabel!